And now I invite you with a gentle breath to welcome Deidrey back as we prepare for meditation.
I hope you'll get the hang of this and sing along with me. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet of love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. A magnet for love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love.
Wow. Let's take a gentle breath, and if it's comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze for this moment. With another gentle exhale, just relax a little more completely into your seat, feeling the support of everything around you. Everything is showing up for your good. Because you are a magnet of positivity. You see the good. I see the good. I see the good. We pause for a moment to remind ourselves that we are a magnet, drawing to us everything in alignment with our consciousness. And so we align ourselves with the one. We come into the stillness and into the silence that we might be a magnet for love, attracting that which is the truth of who we are, because God is love, and therefore we are love. God is, and I am. God is absolute good, and therefore I am absolute good in potential. God is unconditional love, and therefore I am unconditional love in potential. the potential to be the Christ I am called to be. The Christ you are called to be. And as we pause, we notice that our wisdom and our understanding begins to expand and to open. That our willingness to show up and be the presence of love expands. That our zeal and life expand to show up and be love. And so for just a moment, we sit in stillness and silence. And we reflect on the truth. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for love in the stillness. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for life. I am a magnet for every good thing. And I am grateful. I am grateful. And so now, as you're comfortable, I invite you to bring your full attention, your full awareness back into this space and this time, bringing forth with you this truth that I am a magnet of love. When you're ready, open your eyes and smile and claim, I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for love. And so it is.
Let us sing that again. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for positivity. I am a magnet for serendipity. I am a magnet for all the good I see. A magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. Let's claim it again. I am a magnet for the good of life. I am a magnet for love. Yes. And as we prepare to receive Rev Todd's message, I'm going to sing this one for you. This one's actually from the Wings of Song. Let's be what we're made to be. Isn't it our destiny? Let's get started now, today, upward on our way. Let's be who we really are. Seek and find that inner star. Let's go forward in the light. Faces shining bright. Child of God, unlimited am I. Let us prove the truth that sets us free. Let's accept our highest good, knowing we're in brotherhood. Now the good in all I see. Let's not wait, let's be.
Let's keep Deidrey on the screen for a second. Welcome back, Deidrey.
Thank you, Rev Todd. I'm so happy to be back.
We sure did miss you, but I know that you had a wonderful time. But welcome back, and thank you for jumping right in. I don't know if y'all know this, but I think I'm being told that at least 18 hours ago, that meditation song had not been manifested into this world. So you just wrote that, yes?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And I love that. That was a great song. See, some time away, and she comes back stronger than ever. Love you, friend. Thanks for being back. Thanks for being with us. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I apologize that I got things out of order, but I was robbing myself when I did that. Do y'all know what we're talking about today? Anybody want to guess? The 10 Commandments. Oh, well, it's up there, right? A commandment series. Either by force or by fraud. Either by force or by fraud. I did some research, and that showed up in a couple of things. Ellicott's commentary for English readers. It's a Bible commentary. The savage who hammers out a flint knife by repeated blows with a pebble, laboring long and undergoing pain in the process, feels that the implement which he has made is his own, and that his right to it is indisputable. If you make something, it is yours, yes? If he is deprived of it by force or fraud, he is wronged. Ooh, ever felt like somebody took something from you? Today's commandment, of course, is thou shalt not steal. I love it when y'all are in line. Yes, good. Thou shalt not steal. Look, this is from Gill's exposition of the entire Bible. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's long. Thou shalt not steal, which is to take away another man's property by force or fraud without the knowledge and against the will of the owner thereof. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. Do you know what morality is? Morality has a lot to do with what we think is acceptable in our society. There are societies in the world where if you steal something, your hands get chopped off. You know that? Your hands get chopped off. There were times in the early years of Christianity and part of the history of the Hebrew people is where if you stole someone's ox, you had to repay them with 5 oxen. Right? When you steal, you have to give it forth. And I don't know if y'all have noticed in the modern experience we're having here on Playground Planet Earth, that sometimes it looks like people steal. So sometimes you might get the wrong change when you stop at the store if you're using cash. I mean, I've noticed that not everyone knows how to count back change properly. Have you noticed that? And sometimes you might get too much money back. You feel like you got something, don't you, when you did that? You got something over. Here's the metaphysical truth about thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal, metaphysically, the truth of this is that you can't get something for nothing. And so if that clerk gives you the wrong change, you're going to pay it back somehow, some way in the experience of life. In the experience of life. And there are a lot of people alive here on Playground Planet Earth that feel like everybody else is getting something over on them. I can appreciate that. I talked to a friend this week who is a single parent who gets some child support, but still has to work a full-time job with overtime and a part-time job and still has difficulties making ends meet. You all probably know some people like this, yes? And the part-time job called this person and said, hey, good news, you get to have the weekend off. We don't have the hours for you to work. They just stole that person's peace, robbed them of their peace of mind because they're doing everything they can, everything they know that they need to do to try and make ends meet. That's a sucker punch, huh? Thou shalt not steal has a lot to do here in Playground Planet Earth. We know that when we look at this idea of not stealing in the manifest form, that some of the things that we're not supposed to steal have to do with things like human rights. Right? I mean, the very first thing about knowing you should not steal someone's freedom. You should not steal someone's bodily autonomy. You should not steal their peace of mind. Of course, you know, the one that we most know is we should not steal someone's property. And that's the one that's so easy to prove until you start looking at things like music and art. Because you know, when you go and you Judah probably doesn't even know what a record album is, but right? Because now music's all on a CD. How do artists get paid? How do we make sure that the person that creates that song that we love so much gets some sort of support in this manifest experience of life for their creation? And yet, you know, when you were young, did you ever, I don't know, take a cassette recorder and record a song on the radio, and then you would get so mad when the DJ would start talking before the end of it? I'm aging myself. Yeah, we know. Then you'd get mad because you spend all that time and then the tape gets messed up and you have to sit there for 45 minutes and untangle it and use a pencil, put it back together. I don't think y'all had those problems with 8-tracks, did you? I'm aging y'all now. The other thing that we can steal and rob from people is their reputation, their dignity, right? We can rob people of their ability to trust. We can rob people of their ability to trust. And if we don't know how light works, it can be really easy to rob people because we don't trust them, or we create a reason for them not to trust us. Because like if you understand light, you see this is a clear glass ball and light is coming through it, but it is still creating a shadow. And if we detract ourselves and start looking at that shadow instead of at the truth and paying attention to the light, we show people what might be inside of us and detract. Because if I point over here, how many of you just looked over here? Right? We're trying to get people to look in a different direction and not pay attention to what's right in front of us. We rob people of being in the truth, of being here. And we rob ourselves because sometimes we make up ideas that I should have this, I'm in the business of getting. And here's the metaphysical law of attraction. You don't get anything and get to keep anything until you are the magnet that attracts it and keeps it. You have to become in consciousness that which is aligned with the good that you want to receive. And you can't steal, because nothing is going to come to any one of us that is not in alignment with our consciousness to stay. It may come to pass, but it won't come to stay. I'm so excited. I don't know if y'all know this, we have a number of people in our congregation that have been in really, really long relationships. That is incredible to me, because I don't know too many people that have been married for almost as long as I've been alive. But to be in that relationship means that they are at the consciousness of being in that relationship. They are a magnet for the love that serves them. And that is fantastic. It gives me hope that maybe one day that I will shift in consciousness for that to happen. I've said it before. My friend Mary Margaret used to say, you can have a yacht, Todd. If you want a yacht, you can have a yacht. And I know now that if I really want a yacht, there are a couple of people in the congregation I can go and talk about a yacht. I can figure out what I want. They can make sure that I don't get, that somebody doesn't get one over on me and steal my piece because end up buying a yacht that doesn't really serve me and what I really need it for. But Mary Margaret was very clear. In order to keep the yacht, you have to become in consciousness the person who has a yacht. Right? I have one friend who has said to me, if you want to buy a boat, my best advice is to just take money to the end of a pier every month and throw it in the water. What is your yacht? In order to receive that, you can get one over on something, but if you want to keep it, if you want it to be there and be a part of your good on a consistent basis, you must become in consciousness the person who has and has received that. And part of being in that consciousness, my friends, is being aware of the fact that you are not an inlet for God's good, but that you live in the flow. All things move through us. Not to us to stop, but move through us. Because everything that we see, everything that we experience in spirit is the presence of love. Here in Playground Planet Earth, it can be a frustration of love that does not feel good. It looks evil, right? And we have to overcome that. We overcome those appearances to know the truth. When we don't do that, we ourselves become damaged. Life becomes damaged, and life is consciousness. We can damage ourselves in consciousness. When we damage ourselves in consciousness, society looks damaged because we become the magnet for seeing things that aren't right in the world. Because we are paying attention to the shadow and not to the light. To look at the light. Look at the light. You cannot get anything without paying the price in consciousness. And the price is nothing more than being a channel of love. We get clear on the fact that we are a channel of love because we pause every day and bring our full awareness to the fact that I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And the love of God moves through me and touches everything in my presence. Everything. Right? Because if we just do that on Sunday morning, it's just a hobby. So this becomes our life practice. Life is consciousness. We become full aware of this truth. The more we practice the presence, the spiritual practice of knowing I am one with the one is the most rewarding thing we can do, and it is the most important thing that we can do to make sure that we do not steal from ourselves. Because when we stand, when we sit, when we take a moment and remind ourselves that I am one with the one, that I am here and now, and I am in the present moment. Now is the moment. Now is the moment of power. And see, when we are not standing in the presence of now, then we are living in the past, which is stealing from us our life energy because we are filled with regrets. And if we are not standing here in the moment of now, the moment of power, then maybe we are paying attention to the what ifs of the future. The what ifs of the future. And too many times our what ifs are grounded in fear. Now, do you think that you can be the full channel of life and of love, that you can be a magnet for everything good if you are afraid? If you're living in fear, then those shadow forms that you're going to see are going to start getting really, really scary. Thou shalt not steal because you cannot steal unless you rob yourself. So whatever good you wish to receive, and maybe it's a yacht, become in consciousness the person who has that thing, that experience, that presence of love. And love can look like anything. Love can look like anything you want it to look like. But always return to this idea that I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And remember that everyone else is one with the one. And so we lay our treasure, we find our treasure in heaven, not here on playground planet Earth, but in the potential and in the possibility that all there is of love is love. And so we are a channel for love. And I think I'm done. I'm done. I am one with the one. Say that with me. I am one with the one. I am a magnet for love. I am a magnet for love. And so it is.
Wow. I'm always so inspired. Thank you, Rev Todd. I love that. Be aware of the fact that you are not an inlet for God's good, but we are in the flow of God, in as in through. So let us become the consciousness of God's good, and we got to remind ourselves of God's blessings in our life, God's peace and love that abides within us now and forevermore. So we're going to put that blessing on each other, first on ourselves, and of course on each other. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide with me. May God's presence illuminate my heart now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. Hold that there. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide with you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. Let's sing together. May the blessings of life be upon you. May its peace abide with you. May its presence